say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. Let me hear you. I got darkness in my head. Don't believe a word you said. Still I let you in my bed. Yeah. Got too many different sides. Got dishonor in your eyes. Something has to change tonight. If you really being honest, if you really want this, ooh, why you acting like a stranger? What's with your behavior? Ooh, say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. Say my name, say my name. I am dying to believe you. I feel alone in your arms. I feel you breaking my heart. Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
Let go, come on. Escucha como digo tu nombre. Desde Medellín hasta Londres. Cuando te llamo la mala responde. No pregunta cuándo, solo dónde. Te dejas llevar de lo prohibido, eres adicta. Una adicción que sabes controlar. Y te deja llevar lo más caliente en la pista. Todo lo que tienes demuestra pa' que lo dan. Mordiendo mis labios esperas que nadie más está en mi camino. Nada tiene por qué importar, déjalo atrás, estás conmigo. Mordiendo mis labios esperas que nadie más está en mi camino. Nada tiene por qué importar, déjalo atrás, estás conmigo.
Say my name, say my name. If you love me, let me hear you. Say my name, say my name. I am dying to believe you. I feel
Great song right there coming through from David Guetta and Rexa as well as J Balvin. And just thinking about that song got me thinking about how it's amazing that a song can mean so many things to different people, just like the way a word can mean different things as well, and how something that a human being can say can mean different things to different people. Amazing song, definitely. 6 minutes gone past 5. A very good evening to you. And of course, you're listening to Splash 105.5 FM. Happy Sunday. How has your day been? The 20th day in the month of August in the year 2023. And trust me, I'm super duper excited to be here, because I look forward to being with my family on the show every Sunday. Yes, I say family because Family Matters is not just a show, it is a family. And we get to look at one issue every single Sunday, and we get to rub minds together. And sometimes we bring a professional to put some torches on certain issues, and we might be doing that real soon on the show because it's been a while, right? But then, as usual, we have an issue on the table for this evening. I am Ibukunoluwa Olagunju, but you can call me Oma Dewa. And I say welcome to Family Matters. If this is the first time that you're listening, I say welcome to the family. Now is a good time for you to call that person that you refer to as a loved one and let that person know that the show is on and we're about to look at another issue that that person can be able to pick one or two lessons from. The story for today is already on Facebook at Splash FM 105.5. I would like for you to go there and take a look at the issue and have an idea of what we will be talking about on the show today. Okay, so while David, Rexa, and also J Balvin were singing, I couldn't both think about one of the things I would like for us to touch on, because really the issue for today actually got me thinking about that particular thing as well. You know how there's usually that conversation, there's usually that saying that as human beings, we have to get to that point in our life where we own who we are as a person. Some people have even gone to refer to it as a sign of maturity. Some have gone to refer it as that point where you can say as a human being that you've matured to a certain extent, where you're able to own who you are. And I know that, yes, you listen right now, in one corner of your mind, you're like, yes, I know what it means, but can you say more about what it means to actually own who one is? It simply means being authentic. It simply means you being able to live on your inner wisdom, trusting yourself enough to own who you are and be able to live on that rather than the opinions of other people or the measures that you feel like the society have put in place. You've seen instances where, even generally as a person, probably I want to do something and I'm thinking, what will people say about it? I want to do something, I'm thinking, what would this person say? What would that? And oftentimes we find it that it constrains us as human beings. Am I saying that we shouldn't be considerate of other people around us? Of course not. But I'm saying that we have to get to that point where we own who we are. And there are so many things that comes with that. There is a freedom, being able to bloom as a person. There's a way that when you are secure in who you are, let me break it down. Let me make it practical. For example, I know that I, as Omajowa, for instance, let's say I love red hair. And I feel like, because of where I stay, or maybe when I'm passing by the road, I don't want people to say negative things or think that, this girl is quote unquote what they call wobe. So I just, conform myself to, let's say, black hair, even though I do not like it. So indirectly, I try as much as possible to conform to whatever it is that I feel is acceptable where I found myself, even though it is not wrong. And there's a difference between you knowing, there's no way that as human beings we do some things that we know that is wrong, that we don't know that is wrong. So as long as that thing, deep down in the corner of your mind that this is not a wrong thing, you just don't want to, what's the word now? Be the quote unquote bad child in the eyes of certain people. When you know that, okay, this is the right thing to do, it is something that will not cause harm to another person. We have to get to that point where we are able to, question whatever it is that is holding us back from being true to who we are. So another fear is that people may not understand. People may not understand why I have to be this way. People may not understand why, when somebody says something I don't like about me, why I have to put that person in check and say that, you know what, Oma, what you just said, I don't like it, I don't appreciate it. People might not, it's okay for them not to understand. Your journey is not for people to understand. It is your journey at the end of the day. If you're waiting for every single person to understand your journey, then it's coming out of your hand. It is becoming no longer your journey, if you get what I mean. It is your journey at the end of the day. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that we have to get to that point as human being when you are able to understand, okay, this is who I am as a person. In this particular instance, as a person, this thing is okay for me. Even though people around me may not understand, I have no problem with it. I am fine with it as a person. I'm being able to hold my ground, because really that is one of the ways that we can be able to truly and really live as human beings. I couldn't but think about that, and I just felt the need to speak to you about that before we get started with the issue for the day. Like I said, it's already on Facebook at Splash FM 105.5, and right about now we are to get right into the issue. I will be right back.
Sorry if it's hard to catch my vibe. I need a lover to trust. Tell me you're on my side. Are you down for the ride? It's not easy for someone to catch my eye, but I've been waiting for you for my whole damn life, my whole lifetime. Don't be afraid to tell me if you ain't with it. see your focus, yeah, you're so independent. It's hard for me to open up, I'll admit it. You got some shit to say and I'm here to listen. So baby, tell me where your love lies. Waste the day and spend the night underneath the sunrise. Show me where your love lies.
I've been so into your mystery. Is it because of our history? Are you into me? When it feels so good, but it's bad for you. Can you say I don't want it? Cause I know I do. Come over, I need your company. Craving that synergy. Don't be afraid to tell me if you ain't with it. I see you focus, say you're so independent. It's hard for me to open up, but admit it. You got some shit to say and I'm here to listen. So baby,
Tell me where your love lies. Waste the day and spend the night underneath the sunrise. Show me where your love lies. Tell me where your love lies. Waste the day and spend the night underneath the sunrise. Show me where your love lies. If you're down, don't hide it. Feeling me, you don't gotta deny it. Baby, you gon' make me overnight it. Tell me how you down. If you're down, don't hide it. Feeling me, you don't gotta deny it. Baby, you gon' make me overnight it. Tell me how you down. Tell me where your love lies. Waste the day and spend the night underneath the sunrise. Show me where your love lies.
tell me where your love lies.
Tell me where your love lies.
Show me where your love
Waste the day and spend the night
lies.
underneath the sunrise. Show me where your love lies.
Love Lies, Kali, Normani, great song, definitely. And of course, that song, as reiterated, what we talked about today, there's a need for us to, get to that point where we are able to not deny who we are and just, own it. You're feeling something, you want something, you're discovering a new part of yourself. Own it and stay true to who you are. Right about now, let's get to the issue for today. But in case you just tuned in, of course, you're listening to Splash 105.5 Ibadan. I am Oma Joa, and the show is Family Matters. I'm on Facebook right now to take a look at the issue for today. Today, we're checking out the story of a 35-year-old man who has come to the family to hear what you think is the best way for him to handle the situation that he has found himself. This man is a tricycle rider. And according to him, himself and his girlfriend have been dating for about a year now. When he asked the girl out, he was surprised that a lady as beautiful as herself, according to him, would say yes to him as a tricycle rider, even though he is a university graduate. But their relationship has been great, and they got engaged in May, and their wedding is set for November this year. However, sometime in June, the man had a terrible accident that ruined the tricycle and left him on crutches. But the babe has been supportive. He had to do a surgery of close to 4 million naira, and he was amazed at how the fiancé could get the money, even though she said it was a loan. However, he found out last month that his babe has a sugar daddy, and they have been in a relationship for years. The man, that's the sugar daddy now, is someone that the lady had introduced to. The man has a distant uncle, and the man happens to be the one who had paid for the surgery that he had earlier. When he confronted the lady confessed and said that she's just with the sugar daddy for the money and that it is him that she loves. Then the man has a lot of questions. Is he supposed to automatically make everything okay? Is he a bad person for not feeling good about all of this? Will he ever be able to compete with this man in several ways? Now, he went on to say that the lady's parents, they still reach out to him as usual to check on him and ask about how the wedding preparation is going on from his end. And is thinking, can he ever get over how much lies this lady must have used to cover our relationship with the sugar daddy all this while? Can he be able to get the image of the man having sex with the lady out of his mind? What can he do about that particular man being in the picture? If this lady can do this while they are engaged, what can she possibly be capable of while they are married? What more could she be hiding? So many questions that he has. Should he end the relationship? He's saying that he loves her so much and she's currently his financial backbone. He's so confused. He doesn't know what to do. Please advise him. The numbers for you to call are 0809 155 1055, 0809 155 1055, and you can as well call 0805 699 8678, 0805 699 8678. Those are the numbers that you can use to be a part of the conversation. And you can also join on Facebook. The full story is right there in case you're wondering what we're talking about today. But let me do a quick run through just to be sure that you got it. Let's do it word for word. I am a 35-year-old man. My girlfriend and I have been dating for about a year. When I asked her out, I was surprised that a lady as beautiful as herself would say yes to me as a tricycle rider, even though I'm a university graduate. But our relationship has been great. We got engaged in May and our wedding is set for November this year. However, sometime in June, I had a terrible accident that ruined my tricycle and left me on crutches, but my babe has been supportive. I had to do a surgery of close to 4 million naira, and I was amazed at how my fiancé could get the money even though she said it was a loan. However, I found out last month that my babe has a sugar daddy, and they have been in a relationship for years. The man is someone she had earlier introduced to me as a distant uncle, and is the one who had paid for the surgery. When I confronted her, she confessed and said she's just with him for the money and that it is me that she loves. Is this supposed to automatically make everything okay? Am I the bad person for not feeling good about all of this? Will I ever be able to compete with this man in several ways? Our parents still reach out to me as usual to check on me and ask how wedding preparation is going from my end. But can I ever get over how much lies she must have used to cover our relationship with the sugar daddy all this while? How do I get the image of the man having sex with her out of my mind? What do I do about the man being in the picture? If she can do this while we're engaged, what can she possibly be capable of while married? What more could she be hiding? Should I end the relationship? I love her so much and she's currently my financial backbone. I am so confused. Please advise me. 0809 155 1055. What do you think this evening? This man is listening. Hello, good evening. Are you there? I can't hear you. Are you there? Okay, you can as well try 0805 699 8678 if you can't get through that other one. This man has been in a relationship for about a year, and even though the relationship has been thriving, now they are confronted with this particular issue that he has brought forward this evening. Hello, good evening. Are you there? Hello? Okay.
Hello?
Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Good evening. Mr. Finance from Bodija.
Mr. Finest, happy Sunday.
Happy same to you.
Okay, what do you think?
What I can suggest that let the guy drop that lady. Because there is no way that is not going to be seen that man. And are you hearing me?
Yes, I can. Please move away from your radio set.
Okay. There is no way the lady will not see the man after the marriage. and the man will not enjoy that marriage, let me be frank with you. The only option for that guy is to leave that guy alone. And the second condition that maybe he can do is that maybe they can go outside Ibadan, and he should change the number of that lady. He should give you another number so he'll not be able to communicate with that man if he's still in love with him. They should not stay in the same territory with the man.
Okay.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's the only option.
Finest, are you there?
That's the only option.
Are you there? Okay, so I have a couple of questions. Number one.
Yeah.
How will the man be able to repay the 4 million naira loan that was used for the surgery? Number one. Then number two,
Let me answer that.
Okay.
Let me answer that. Is it a loan? Is it a loan?
According to him, he said the lady said it was a loan.
Yeah, the guy can pay him back. That was not a problem. He can pay him back now. Does that mean he has to tie the lady because of the loan? He has to tie it with the guy? No, it's very wrong.
Okay.
The guy should make arrangement to pay that man instrumentally. That's the agreement now. Why?
Okay. Then
so if he's going to pay that loan for 3 years now, they will still be seeing him. It's not right now. Let's be frank. It's not right.
Okay. So my second question. Don't forget that his tricycle crashed. What about his financial well-being after the relationship?
That's what I'm saying. He's financing that lady.
Okay.
That's the right from the beginning. So let the lady start her own business somewhere. And the guy should start her own business. They should start from scratch to build that relationship. That's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that, Finest. I'm so sure that he heard that as well. Is saying that he should put an end to that relationship and find a way to start all over. What do you think? Hello, good evening.
Hello, my name is Desmond.
Desmond, how are you today?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. What do you think?
You see, to me, a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. There is no how two of them will live that the woman will not be, that means the man in particular, will not be thinking of such things. So I will advise, whether he is on loan or is not on loan, whether the lady in question is his financial backbone, whether he loves the lady, let the relationship end there. It's not good for him. Let the relationship end.
Okay.
So it's better for him to have a little trauma now than having everlasting trauma. So if I will be in the shoe, I will end the relationship with immediate defense. Forget about the money now. I'm 4 million naira. When he is okay, he will pay the 4 million naira to the man now instrumentally. So I think that is my own opinion.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Desmond. 0809-155-1055. That's the number that you can use to contribute to this show. But let's go on this commercial break. And when I come back, I'll definitely take more contributions.
Now that you have finished SS3 exams, what's next? Enroll for A-level program at OBMS Cambridge Advanced Level College, Total Garden, Ibadan for Cambridge A-level or JUPEP A-level program. It is your best option for admission into 200 level in Nigerian universities or admission to overseas universities. OBMS A-level college is known for excellent teaching, outstanding results, affordable fees, moral and spiritual development of students, and conducive boarding facilities. At OBMS A-level college, we also offer SATs, TOEFL, IELTS, GCE, UTME, and post-UTME coaching. For more information, visit our new complex along Total Garden NTA Road, Ibadan. Website, www.obmsng.com. Contact us on 0803-386-1091 and 0803-303-9588. OBMS A-Level College. Excellence through integrity.
Bubble, Lego. Bubble me, I want banana. I'm on the ferry. I want banana. You go, say, I want banana. I àgbà fẹ́ràn rẹ̀. Àmúgbọ́nùlá. Amárají pépé o. Àmúgbọ́nùlá. Amúnijà fáfá o. Àmúgbọ́nùlá. Bọ́bọ́ Jogo. Ǹjẹ́ ti rí gbọ́ wípé búbú ni omi mu tí gbogbo ọmọdé yàn láàyò ó mú wọn jáfáfá ọpọlọ wọn sì jí pépé ó tún wá fún wọn ní àlàáfíà àwọn àgbàlagbà wa ń kọ́ Yogo yogurt ni o ògidì ohun mímu tí ó pọ̀ ní vitamins àti probiotics tí ń lé àìsàn jìnnà rere adùn bóbó àti Yogo yogurt ńkọ́ má sọ ọmọ ni wọ́n wà ní oríṣiríṣi flavours káàkiri gbogbo ilé ìtajà Bobo fruits and beverages ló ṣe jáde Bobo àti Yogo yogurt ẹ ti dámọ̀ nìyẹn o. Afúnni ní okun
Southwest, this is Jesus the Light.
Coming up every Sunday, 7 p.m., beginning July 2nd on Splash FM 105.5.
Ètò Jésù ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ ayé la mú wá tí ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní gbogbo alẹ́ ọjọ́ Sunday láago 7 bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọjọ́ kejì oṣù keje lórí iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Splash FM 105.5.
Just straight Bible teaching, no offering, no denomination.
Ẹ̀kọ́ Bíbélì pọ́nbélé la fẹ́ kọ́ kò sí ìdámẹ́wàá kò sówó ọrẹ.
It is clear, compelling, convicting and comforting.
Àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ Bíbélì wọ̀nyí yóò tú òǹdè ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àti ti ẹ̀sìn sílẹ̀ kúrò nínú ìgbèkùn wọn.
This is Jesus the Light every Sunday 7 p.m. beginning July 2nd on Splash FM 105.5.
Ètò Jésù nìmọ́lẹ̀ ayé rèé tí ó máa wáyé ní gbogbo alẹ́ Sunday bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọjọ́ kejì oṣù keje ọdún tá a wà nù rẹ̀ yìí níléeṣẹ́ rédíò Splash FM 105.5 Ìbàdàn.
Iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná a máa fúnni ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ a sì máa mú ìdẹ̀rùn wá láti wá dènà ìjàmbá iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ojúlówó wáyà tàbí kébù ló yẹ ká fi fa iná nínú ilé lọ́fíìsì àti nínú ìlú Pure wires and cables ní àwọn iléeṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná àti àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe yàn láàyò ojúlówó ni kì í bó lára kò kì í jóná àbáàdì kì í kán sínú ó sì fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ ìdí nìyí tí Standard Organization of Nigeria fi fòǹtẹ̀tẹ̀ tí Nigeria Electrical Contractors náà fi dìbò fún bí copper cable ṣe wà ní aluminium cable ń bẹ nípele lówó tí kò gún pa Pure wires and cables tó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Kaman ló ṣe ojúlówó wires and cable jáde olú iléeṣẹ́ Pure wires and cables limited wà ní Afrins compound Fort Gate number 122/132 Oṣòdì Apapa expressway ìyànà ìsọlọ bus stop Lagos ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ní 080-803-03257 Pure wires and cables ìrọ̀rùn fi iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná.
Are you satisfied with the level of your sales? Would you want to increase your customer base? Why not come do business with us at Splash FM 105.5 and we will help expose your products, goods and services to our audience. Visit us today at our corporate head office, White House at Felele Ibadan or call Tokwe on 0805 699 8685. Bukola on 0805 699 8713. Femi 0811 249 4234. You can also transact business at our Lagos office, number 1 Adebayo Akonde Center, Oba Akran Road, Ikeja, Lagos. Call Yetunde on 0805 699 86 or email us at traffic@splashfm105.5.com. You would be glad to do business with us.
Are you in need of a nice and comfortable, fully furnished hostel accommodation in the University of Ibadan? Or are you in search of a place for seminars and executive trainings? Look no further. Adebayo Akonde Hall is the go-to place for your lodging needs with a home away from home feel. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. For inquiries and reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call 080-5699-8718 or 080-5699-8719 or 080-5699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Glory to God! Heart Enlargement Special is here. The Standing Church International invites you to a 2-day powerful encounter with God. Dates: Friday 25th and Saturday 26th August 2023. Time 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. Venue the International Conference Center, University of Ibadan. Ministering the visionary Manifold Grace Ministries. There will be miracles, healings, salvations, and deliverances. Come and receive a touch from God that will change your life forever. See you there.
Àtẹ̀lágbẹ́ special ti dé o. Ǹjẹ́ o fẹ́ ìwòsàn, ìgbàlà, ìtúsílẹ̀ àti ìyanu tí ó yí ayé rẹ padà? Ìjọ The Standing Church ń pe ìwọ àti ẹbí rẹ fún ìpàdé alágbára ọlọ́jọ́ méjì nì pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run ní gbọ̀ngàn International Conference Center ICC Fásitì Ìbàdàn ni ó ti wáyé ní ọjọ́ Friday 25th àti Saturday 26th ní oṣù tí a wà yìí. Agogo 8 àárọ̀ àti agogo 4 ọ̀sán ni yóò máa wáyé. Máa bọ̀ fún ìyípadà ọ̀tun ayé rẹ.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Family Matters on Splash 105.5. I am Omar Jowa. The issue for today is on Facebook at Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. You can be a part of it on Facebook, and you can as well call 0809 155 1055. Hello, good evening. Good evening, are you there? Are you there? Okay, you can call 005-699-8678 as well to be a part of the conversation. Talking about the issue, one of the questions that the man definitely had and is quite vital is how has this lady been able to keep the relationship with the sugar daddy hidden up until this point? What do you think? Hello, good evening. Are you there?
Hello.
Okay, I don't know why it keeps dropping. You can call 0805-699-8678, and the other one is 009-155-1055. And you know, there's usually a conversation of people doing whatever works for them. And I'm here thinking about this particular dilemma that he found themselves. Does this even apply in this particular situation, or is it one that we should not even bother to even take a look at? Hello, good evening.
This is Kayode calling from Amigo.
Kayode, happy Sunday, my brother.
Happy Sunday to you too.
What do you think, Kayode?
Now, love is not enough to make a marriage work. There are other things involved to make a marriage work, and one of them is trust. And as far as this relationship is concerned, there's a question mark on the trust issue. So my advice to this young man is that for now they should put the marriage thing on hold. They should put it on hold, and possibly himself and the lady should give themselves some space to assess things. Because in the first instance, this lady lied to him that the man, the sugar daddy, is her uncle. A distant uncle. You probably don't know what the lady in question also told the sugar daddy. That probably the guy is, whoever, we don't know. Probably I know she wouldn't have told the sugar daddy that he's that the guy is a spouse, as the case may be. So definitely there is the trust issue here. So she just put the marriage thing on hold. And himself and the lady should sit down and talk. Now, if she's really ready for this relationship, then she really needs to break up with the sugar daddy and come out straight and tell him every other thing she has been hiding. Then he should take his time to observe things with the lady for some time. Let's say 6 or even close to a year to see if she has really changed. Then he can go ahead with the marriage. But if not, if he feels he can't cope with it, he should just let the lady go. He should not deceive himself, and he should not hold on to the relationship. If he really feels he can't let go and forget about that past or any other thing. Concerning the loan, he can always pay up the loan when he's okay. But if he really still wants a relationship, he can do that to salvage it. They should give themselves a break to assess things, and later they can come back.
All right.
So that's my own take.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Kayode.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thinking about what Kayode said, and as well as other contributions that we've had so far, I have a question. Can this man really be able to stop what is existing between the sugar daddy and the lady? And would their relationship even be able to survive this? Because one of the things that Kayode was talking about was the things that make marriage work, and was able to talk about how trust is one of them, and there's a question mark on the trust already. Another thing that is important in marriage is definitely the finances. What happens to, because it appears like the sugar daddy are being able to help them financially over time. What happens to the financial freedom that appears like they've been enjoying for a while before this particular revelation? Because let's go back to the lady in question. Will the man be able to sustain the kind of lifestyle that the lady has been exposed to? Because when it comes to being exposed to a certain lifestyle, there's the question of now going a little bit behind what you've been exposed to. It's usually a hard work. What's the assurance that the lady would be willing to put in the work to make sure that that does not become an issue in the long run that will now tell on the relationship, like, oh, okay, I was this before, you took me back, and the issue that they may just be running away from right now, hope they won't have to come back to it. It's just the way people that have been exposed to, let's say, easy money. When they talk about Yahoo, when they talk about certain means of getting money, the question is usually as to the exposure that these certain people have been to, even though certain people might be willing to say, oh, you know what, I want to turn a new leaf. But they get to that point where they think back on how they used to have an easier life, and they think about where they currently are. Is such lady willing to put in the necessary works to do the sacrifice to make sure that she doesn't go back to the sugar daddy in question? I guess the summary of my question is, can the man truly and really be able to stop what is currently existing between the sugar daddy and the lady? 0809-155-1055. That's how you can contribute on this show. Hello, good evening. Are you there? Let's try the other one. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
I can hear you. What's your name?
Adeshola Olusoke.
Adeshola. Where are you calling from?
From Ishenyi.
From Ishenyi. What do you think?
Let that boy forget about that girl. Unless if the sugar daddy drop the girl. If the sugar daddy really drop the girl, the guy cannot drop the sugar daddy. Because he go out with him because of money, not because of anything. Because of financial. Let the boy look for another wife. He will not enjoy the wife.
All right. Thank you so much for that. What do you think? Hello? Good evening.
Hello, my sister. Good evening and God bless you.
God bless you too, Samuel. Good evening.
How's been your Sunday?
My Sunday has been great. How has yours been?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Very fine.
What do you think?
Sincerely speaking, my dear sister, sincerely in this matter, remember one of the points that this man made. We can't imagine the wife to be how be having sexual relationship with this sugar daddy. That is one of the points that this man made, and I saw in his heart. Fine, the lady has sacrificed enough, and truly he really loves this guy. But sincerely, a broken marriage is better than a broken relationship. Even if this lady gives this man her word that you're going to leave this sugar daddy, do you sure that this sugar daddy will let this lady to go free like that? I don't think so. Even because of love, this lady determined to let this sugar daddy go after their marriage. I doubt it. A sugar daddy that can drop 4 million naira, not 400,000, not 40,000, 4 million naira for you to save the life of your boyfriend. Do you think that such a sugar daddy will let that relationship go just like that? I doubt it. So, my dear brother, sincerely speaking, he left for you. If you can know you can cope with this woman in this relationship with that sugar daddy, then continue with this relationship, continue with the marriage. But within you know that you won't carry it, your heart will not take it, that you will definitely use it against your wife to be. I don't advise you to go into this marriage, because sincerely, provided blood is still running in your vein, it will be a nightmare till death do you part. There is no two ways about it. That is why I'm giving you this answer. If you know you can cope without using it against her, continue with the relationship, continue with the marriage. But if you know your heart will never take it, that it will be a nightmare in your life, sincerely speaking, please keep away from that lady and from that sugar daddy. Because even if your wife to be let go, that sugar daddy will never let the relationship go. He will come after your wife and even after your life. So decide.
All right.
Yeah, my simple advice to you tonight. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you so much for that, Samuel. I'm going straight to our Facebook page at Splash FM 105.5 Ibadan. But of course, I'll get to more phone calls, but let's take more comments first. Let's take more comment first. Ezekewulezi says, I have a fundamental question for you. Would you reject the offer for help if you knew the fund was from a sugar daddy? This question is very crucial because it will determine your financial decision. Thank God for the healing. Oladejo Idris says, this is tough. I'm short of words. Honorable Salahuddin Aziz Akorede says, hello, guy. See, we are not angel. Blood and fluid run through our veins. The lady has the opportunity to choose the man over you, but instead she stayed and also paid. It shows she loves you. If the lady was in the situation, I'm sure you will leave her and move on. So forget the past and move on. But if you know you will maltreat her after the marriage due to the matter, then let her go on her own. Okay, Olade Temiloluwa Samuel says, be guided, bro, because the lady will still continue the act if you eventually marry her. I think she's just an angel sent to you to help you through the bad situations that occurred. There's no pity in love. What is bad is bad. There are many ways she could have used to help you out, but not such act. Just appreciate her well and continue with your life. Okay, thank you so much for that. Hopefully I can still take more. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Oma.
Good evening, Hamid.
Yeah, this is Hamid.
How are you today, my brother?
I'm good. About you?
I'm kicking, bro. What do you think?
Oh, good to know. Yeah, I feel for the guy, and I empathize with the guy. It's very difficult. Very difficult. I will not advise that guy to leave that lady at the moment, because that lady is one of his own support system. The guy doesn't have another person that can be there for him. And I want the guy to have it at the back of his mind that this lady is not your type. Just have it at the back of your mind. And this lady is not my type. No matter how I try to love this lady, if I get married to this lady, she's going to go back to that sugar daddy or that sugar daddy. I think the best thing to do now is to play along. When you are back on your feet, try to refund all that money. That's the only thing you can do. Because I won't advise you to break up now. Because you will suffer a lot. The guy will suffer. I'm a realist. The guy just needs to cope and manage. Just take it like that. Like Yoruba will say, but when your body takes cool down, you can be able to power brain. You are not on your feet and you didn't have any job now. When you are back, then you have a job and you can refund the money and break up with her. That's the best advice I can give with the guy. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Hamid.
Thank you.
Okay. Oyatobo Adetola Ushio on Facebook says, my dear friend, you've seen, enjoyed, and relished true love. Why? Because she has a choice of leaving you to your fate after that ghastly accident with your tricycle. Yes, she stayed and even paid your bill with her own body. Stick with her, for she's honest with you by saying the truth. What you need to do is have a heart-to-heart discussion about your affairs with her. To choose between you and her sugar daddy, that's all. Be thankful you have her by your side. Where are your relatives? What part did they take during the predicament? Be wise, bro. Shalom. Talking about this particular contributions, this is another angle entirely. When it's a different ball game for you to have an issue, to have a suspicion when it comes to your partner, and them denying, them not being remorseful. It's another conversation entirely for them to own their truth, for them to be able to acknowledge their wrong. And yes, the lady did acknowledge her wrong, but then what do you think this evening? Ahmad Yunus on Oluwaseyi on Facebook, a very good evening to you. He said, this is simple. Thank her for what she has done, the fundraising, support and care, and leave her immediately. You can refund her if you can. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sister.
Good evening, brother. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Christopher Otito Leke.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Methodist. Here.
Okay. What do you think?
This issue is an issue of individual differences. To me, if I want to advise this young man, I would tell him that he should get over the issue. Because this lady has tried all her best possible to save his life. This lady never saved his life and he died by this accident. What would he have been saying by now? He wouldn't have been saying anything. Now, secondly, there are some girls that might be having 2, 3 other friends that the one they intend to marry will not even know. And my question is that, has he paid a bride price already?
No, I don't think so, because the wedding is for November.
If he had not paid a bride price, then I would just ask him to get over the issue, let him reconcile with the lady. The lady truly loved him. That was why he made that sacrifice. He goes to that extent, that length, to loan him, I think, 4 million naira, according to what he said.
Yes.
So I would have advised him that he should overlook, he should forgive her and move on with the relationship. She's a good woman.
Okay.
So that is just my advice for him.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Oluwaleke. I'm so sure you heard that as well. Ara Uthman Korede Aziz says, although adultery is not a part of imperfection, it's ours decision. Jonathan Adesi says nothing is free. In Freetown, people dare still pay taxes, rate and bills to continue to enjoy utilities provided by the government. Therefore, the price to pay for your love of a woman who obviously not in your league, sharing her love for 2 men at the same time is enough for you to take a stand. Otherwise, it's like postponing the evil day because she will not change her adulterous way of life, and it may be too late then. Do you agree with that, as well as other contributions that we've had so far? Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
I'm listening to different opinions.
What's your name, please?
I'm Evangelist Ajay, and I'm a prophet.
Okay. What do you think?
And I'm 93 years old.
Okay.
You see, they say with God all things are possible. All we are talking about in this preparation for wedding, they must put God first. Let God be involved. And let them, the person who wants to marry have the agape love. If he is in love, then he can forgive the part of that lady. Because all of us were sinners before we were forgiving all our sins without doing anything. So if God can forgive, why can't we forgive human beings? So let him go ahead and introduce agape love to that lady, and then they forge ahead. That's my advice.
All right. Thank you so much for that. It's saying that agape love should be introduced, and that may just be the way out for them. Do you agree? Kayode Ayobami Odetayo on Facebook says, it's better you continue with her. Dwell more on the strength and manage the lapses. You can get side chick too if she's not making you happy, even though she loves you. You know, this particular comment got me thinking about the angle of open marriage. When it comes to Nigeria, when it comes to this part of the world, it is not a common practice, so to put it. Are we saying that open marriage is something, or open relationship is something that can be a way out, that can be an option in this particular instance that we're checking out on the show? Collins Okechukwu says, better end the relationship now because that man is not leaving out anytime soon. Okay. Hello, good evening. Are you there? Okay, please try the other line, 0805-699-8678 instead. In Kerukala, Philip says, really confusing. However, no one is perfect, but there's need for you guys to discuss it. The lady actually loves you, in my opinion, but your financial muscle cannot foot all the bills. Telling you is her uncle is a no-no for me. In all of this, discuss the issue with her. And life after marriage, if you really love her, ask her to deal with the man and forgive her before going ahead with the marriage. Also, ensure you are healed in the process to avoid toxic marriage. Collins Okechukwu says, better end the relationship. Abimbola Makide Samuel says, kindly pray for a quick recovery from the accident and work on your financial status. If you truly love her and she loves you as well, things can work positively and she can finally deal with her sugar daddy and surrender all to you. Falaye Oluwanti Janet on Facebook says, I beg, pay the money she paid on your behalf and break your leg back, because how can you be standing with money from sugar daddy? Then I will tell you what to do with her later. Omar Sherry Falon Show, good evening to you. Samuel Ray Sedara, thank you so much. Balaji Olawumi, thank you so much for your contribution. I may not be able to take more. I still have loads on Facebook, but one thing I can assure you is that I will be sure to show the man every single contributions, because it's amazing for one to know that whatever it is that one is going through, there's so many people that care enough to give their perspective when it comes to what one is going through. The show returns next week Sunday by 5 p.m. In case you have an issue, you have something you're going through, you would like to share with me and, of course, share on the show, you can reach out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whichever you're comfortable with more, at Real Oma Joa. I am Ibukunoluwa Olagunju, but you can call me Oma Joa. A big thank you to AZ, thank you so much, and also to my producer, Michael Olatimbosun. I wish you, yes, you're listening right now, I wish you an amazing Sunday.
Hello, welcome to our special program on spiritual enlightenment and unfolding world events, brought to you by the Grow Movement Nigeria.
Today's topic is Youth and the Aspiration for Success and Greatness. Hello. The yearning of youth for high achievement is often wrongly channeled. Today, we discuss why this is so and why this must change for the benefit of the youths themselves. From very early on, many adults begin to ask their children what they want to be when they grow up. While this is understandable, we must be careful not to focus the children's minds only on material success. Such a limited focus would leave children unprepared for a most important event which occurs during the critical years immediately preceding adulthood. The Grail message reveals that it is in the period of adolescence that a special current of energy, called the generative power, sets in. This marks the beginning of full personal spiritual responsibility of each human being for his thoughts, words, and actions. It is at this time that observant parents and others often notice an uneasy restlessness and urge for action in the young person. There is also an idealistic yearning for the good, the noble, and the beautiful, leading to sometimes difficult questions and complaints about happenings in their environment. These sentiments often irritate adults, who sometimes try to laugh them off as utopian and unrealistic. But to the strongly unfolding spirit within the youth, it is obvious that so much around it is wrong. Such youths intuitively feel a strong urge to demand changes because they feel inwardly repelled by what they see in their environment. The Grail message explains that this sensing is right. Humanity lives mostly in disobedience to God's laws, which, if rightly recognized, would guide all human beings towards maturity and perfection, which is the purpose of life on earth. Unfortunately, in spite of the deep inner feelings of the unfolding spirits of the young against our wrong ways of living, these young people mostly succumb to pressure from their environment, abandon their noble longings, and follow those aspirations for one-sided success defined by their forebears. This need not be. Young people should follow through on those early longings and remain focused on the path to the good and the noble, because the present confused and chaotic state of affairs in the world deviates from what these youths intuitively sense to be right. Staying the course will usually not be easy, but the purpose of life on earth is spiritual development, achievable only through knowing and obeying the will of God. Earthly success and greatness should really be only collateral benefits. This is summed up in the words of Christ as reported by Matthew. Quote, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you." Unquote. To every seeking young one, the benefits are immense when we steadfastly follow the early warning system which the love of God implanted in us for our guidance and protection. Thank you. Please join us again next week.